bus ride. She sweats in the heat, saying, She's grinding her teeth, saying, She finds empty seats, saying, She gives herself a treat, saying, She makes herself neat, saying, She's nearly at her street, saying, Soon she's on her feet, saying, Life is incomplete without those ums. Okay. Pink pelicans. There's no telling them, those pink pelicans, that they're pelicans who are dazzling while they're wandering and gandering. There's no telling them, those pink pelicans, that they're pelicans who love chilling while they're dawdling and lingering. There's no telling them, those pink pelicans, that they're pelicans who are thrilling while they're mooching and fidgeting. As we'll be telling them, those pink pelicans, that they're far too busy loafing whilst knowing almost everything. This one is called These Doubts. I can't walk through the walls and drift with the clouds, or sink into the sand, but I can work through my doubts. I can't lose what's not been found, or scream without a sound, but I doubt that my doubts won't be worked out. I can't tap dance upside down around a strange town, with undoubtful handfuls of doubtless new doubts. This partial engagement. So brief is my state that cares to engage with a quaint moment of grace, as devouring sun rays disperse a warm and persistent embrace. The silent wind gently lingers upon my face as I inhale the sense of spring upon the open space. An impromptu rhythm evolves within my own pace. Sometimes our entitlements occur without a trace, for this seems to be the condition of everyday fate, for us to have and then to disown a sensation of many sensations in a particular time and place, or for some to be captured in speech or writing or hidden within a Facebook page. I myself remain partially engaged with this moment of grace. Beside the cactus, this is a wordplay. Languid clouds post pale and listless, near to spacious, rainless Texas, pensively restless with jittery plexus, hopeless, hapless, neat and speckless. She with her cactus, thorny, fractious, sitting oddly on her gluteus maximus. Where there used to be a weeping willow tree. There used to be a weeping willow tree as we entered King George's Park, near the stone bridge and the lake. Now it's no longer there to swing and shake. The perky, peckish pigeons still come in their hordes. The ducks and moorhens still barely seem bored. Courtly swans float by as bright as the sky, as a coot calls out towards a mallard's brash and incredulous cry. By the spot where there used to be a weeping willow tree. Shedding one's sparkle. I shan't be losing my sparkle, she quipped, unless the glue falls off and fails to stick, and the glitter falls off in regretful bits, sadly leaving stranded sprinklings of my non-biodegradable bliss all over the carpet, ready to be vacuumed up and recklessly discarded. What then am I to do, except to try to salvage perfect little unsustainable glimmering particles of outmoded attitudes and warped human foibles, and stick them back on with extra strong glue? At approximately 2:40 a.m. My poem doesn't care to be a poem which gets admired when read, so it's a rhyme that's too perfectly, absurdly fatuous instead, and might possibly be the kind of rhyme you won't ever recall, for it's not a proper rhyme at all. It shan't mention a great sea or terrain or my inescapable pressures or unwitting gains. Rather, it's a sleep-deprived attempt to keep my wakeful self entertained, as I dwell on unfounded details to amend. And so here is its sleeplessly bedbound indefinite end. Pounding memories. Adrenaline-filled raindrops pound down and splatter like 1,000 drenched hounds, prolifically falling at a righteous pace, forming circles on the river surface. Little pools come into prominence with swift, tireless abundance, in a stupendous flood of abstract flashbacks beneath murky clouds, rapidly expanding rounds upon rounds, invariably inconsequential, yet profound. They appear and disappear, too numerous to count. A lifetime is lost and found. Today my heart is a stress ball. My heart is a zany stress ball that won't break if randomly chucked to the wall. Any blue feelings are silently squashed to rapidly, ruefully re-emerge, plumper after being rebuffed. Whereas the cheery moments will stretch with laughs. If only it was always so malleable. Indeed, it is a sad, bold and brash spectacle, soft and sentimental. How the day has played with my stress ball. A rhyme of some sort. Words of a rhyme came into my head, then disappeared, and the momentum had fled. Just like a faded ambition or a torch without a light. Gone it had gone, out of mind, out of sight. Am I to scream at this darkened ember of a lost dream, or put all the blame on my blown-out flame? Though dwell I shall not, for with this loss I have got a 30-odd second rhyme of an uninspired sort. The bare trees. The winter trees are as skeletal as they are sculptural, while as unapologetically unconquerable as aesthetically invulnerable. And how they stand silently still with the implicitly diligent will and intuition that is rooted far beyond the bare reality of being passed by with the bustling nonchalance of wind-tussled, encumbered office workers. The cat who knew. They knew they'd never meet a perfect person, but a pristine, decorous, pedantic version would intermittently come into circulation. They came armed with prime, proprietous, pompous proportions of exclusive, unmarred, extortionate extroversions that would make for an impeccably advantageous collaboration, where a cat of this particular persuasion never ceases to outwit the unsurmountable silliness of this imprudently ungrudging and hearty human willingness. And this last poem is called Make Homes. Adopt a building, adapt a building, make it into something worth residing in, a place where nothing is owed, a lovely abode. Be them old factories for socks or boarded up sweet shops or disused office blocks. Make vocal harmonies with brand new communities. Make homes sustainable, obtainable, safe, secure and comfortable. Make homes free of exploiters and profiteering investors. Make homes for everybody and anybody in every known vicinity. Make homes for no ones and nobodies from nowhere lands of notoriety. Adopt a building, adapt a building, where the heart just is, and that heart is just so, where love is free to live and hope is free to go. Thank you.